Well, hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So, if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. Let's find out what Libras can expect coming up in their lives. What can Libras expect to come up? Any advice is so very welcome. Always. For Libras, what can they expect? And there you are, right there, as the Justice card. That is your card. So we had a lot of cards come out. So I'm sure we have at least some for the second part of the reading. I'll put them out in the order they came out of the deck. For Libras, your weekly reading. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for the second part of the reading. So, the overall energy, Libras, of this reading is a Two of Pentacles. This is like you're going up and down and all around in your head. You're feeling unbalanced, just like it looks. You might be on a roller coaster ride of sorts, highs and lows, thinking positive about something and then negative about something and then up and down. Pentacles are about security and stability. They're about commitment, about being grounded. So I need to read further and let's find out why the Two of Pentacles is surrounding your entire reading this time. Up in your highest energy, I have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very passionate card. It is actually the most passionate card in the tarot deck. All cards are male or female. This is a fire energy of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. The energy of this card, besides being passionate, is holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and she's holding a sunflower with the other hand. There's a cat in the picture. So you're ready to move forward, for one thing. You're holding that staff, and you're a very passionate person at heart. And wherever you put your passions, you put your love. And that's why the flower and the cat are here, whether it's gardens, animals, people, your job, wherever. And so these are the two strongest energies in your entire reading. I think you want to move forward. You're a very passionate person. But you're confused about how to go about moving forward here. And you're probably juggling thoughts because you do want to become grounded, secure, and stable in your life. So let's just keep reading this reading. So next to the Queen of Wands, I have the Page of Pentacles. Yes, there you are, looking at the pentacle, okay? Looking at it as if it's a crystal ball. And you're wondering, what does your future hold? What does it look like? How do you obtain the things that you want in your life in the future? So really looking at this pentacle as if it's a crystal ball and trying to see how to move forward in your life. You've been playing with ideas, it looks like. You're, up and down and all around. And let me point out these ships in this card. See those rocky waters? Those ships are just bouncing around out there. So, it's a very unsettled type of energy. Yet you really want to move forward and you really want to be grounded and you want to be settled. I have the Two of Wands next to the Page of Pentacles. So the Two of Wands, this is up here in your highest energy line. With one hand, you're holding onto a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. In the other hand, you have the World. So here you are again, contemplating what does it look like moving forward? What does your future look like? What is your you want a new life cycle. You actually want one. You want one to come in. You want to create it if you can. But you're not quite sure what it looks like, how you should be creating it, what to do. So you're not actually moving. You're standing there with these wands wanting to move forward. I have this star card under the Queen of Wands. This is the card for Aquarius, so Aquarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. The energy of this card is healing, and it's really deep spiritual healing. See all the stars? It's very spiritual. It's about looking into that pool of water and seeing your own reflection come back at you, and remembering the bare essence of who you are, knowing what you want, what you don't want from life. So it's like you've been in this place of spiritual healing and becoming your whole self, your true self, I should say. You might have lost a piece of that along the way and almost forgot what it is that you really wanted from life. But you're going through this spiritual, it's almost like an awakening, in seeing exactly what it is that you want, and you're trying to see how you can obtain it because of the star card here. So you're realizing your potential, and you're realizing what you want, and trying to figure out how to get it. So you're all over the place. You have lots of ideas. And so I have a Three of Cups here. Now, this can be a reunion with someone, but I don't think so in this reading. In this reading, I think these are people who care about you. I think the idea of how you're going to move forward is going to come to you through friendship, through a gathering, maybe just sitting there talking to friends or family. And it's like things all come together in your mind. It's a happy moment, and when you're with your friends and family, it could be at a party, a birthday party. It could be just having drinks with your friends, but this is a gathering. And I think there really could be 3 people involved in this gathering. And it's like, it's sort of like a brainstorming event that just happens to happen. And this is where your ideas come from on how you're going to move forward. So good for them, good for you. I have the Page of Swords under the star. So in this healing, you're moving forward with your sword up. You're not swinging it all over. You're just kind of very much aware of your surroundings. You're aware of who comes close to you, approaches you, of the ideas that you're having, which ones to cut out, which ones to keep. So you're just on guard about moving forward. You really don't want anything to interfere with this. You're ready. You're very ready to move forward. I have the Fool next to the Page of Swords and right under the Two of Pentacles. I think you have leaped into things before that haven't panned out. And you find yourself at square one in the healing process, remembering, okay, let's start over. And, start this from scratch, and I'll get there this time. But the Fool energy is fun. The Fool energy is carefree, like throwing caution to the wind. Maybe you didn't think things through priorly. And what happens is the Fool comes to the edge of the cliff and ends up pulling their head out of the clouds and starts to look forward. And that's where the issue comes up, where you want to escape the Fool's energy before you go off the cliff. Well, a lot of people end up going off the cliff, which is probably what happened with you in that, and that's probably how you ended up in the star's energy. I have the Five of Wands right next to the Fool. You're on guard about getting into this Fool's energy too. You don't want to do that again. You want to be much more careful in moving forward this time. And then under this Three of Cups and next to the Fool, I have the Five of Wands. This is mental stress, anxiety, and confusion. So, you know, you really have been kind of up in your head. You have been kind of battling your own demons, your own thoughts. There might be a little bit of sparring going on in this meeting here. I want to smile when I say that because it's like it gets spirited. I feel like this meeting gets spirited, but I do think you take something huge away from this that helps you to move forward. Let's see what comes up in the second part of this reading for our Libras. There you are, right in the center of the second part of the reading. Need a few more cards. Woo! There they are. Had 2 extra cards in this reading. All right, Libras. Okay, so I have the 6 of Wands here. The 6 of Wands this is a card for success. And this is success in love. These wands coming up, now I was talking about friends before. You have friends and family. These are people who celebrate your success in love. Now, in looking forward here, I think that is part of what you're looking for when you're moving forward. This wreath here can symbolize engagement. And these people back here are celebrating for you, with you. So I feel like this is coming in. I don't think you believe that it will come in. It's like you're pretty much on guard because you know you just went through all this healing, and that is deep healing. That's not easy stuff to get through. But I see that your heart is guarded. Your arms are across your heart. Your swords are up. You're guarded. We know your swords are up. And the blindfold is on. And it's right next to that 6 of Wands. And I think you're like, no, I don't want a relationship. I think if this is your reading, you're telling yourself, no more relationships. I just want to move forward. I want to figure out how to do that. But, you know, that might be, no, you're not going to, it's not, there's going to be an offer coming in. I can see it. And, you know, you can try to block it all you want. But sometimes what you don't want, you attract into your life if that's what your mind is on. And maybe that's why this discussion over here gets a little bit like heated at points or passionate, I must say, because, you know, Queen of Wands, you do have a passionate side. And I think you're very passionate about not becoming involved with somebody. But the thing is it looks like someone's coming in. Okay, so I got the Death card next to the 2 of Swords. This is the card for Scorpio. So Scorpio might be strong in your chart or in someone else's around this reading. But the energy of this card is putting the old behind and moving forward. So you are advancing. You are moving forward like you want to. You are going to figure out how you're going to do it and what you want to do. And it's going to come out of this, you know, this conversation, this group of people. It just feels like you're having drinks or sitting at a table where people gather. Like maybe it's just 3 people at one person's house, but it's an enjoyable meeting, even though it does get kind of and I have to really smile. It gets heated in such a way, just passionate. Okay. Like you saying, no, I don't want to, never, ever in my life or whatever, you know, and they're just probably laughing like, yeah, you will. One of those type conversations. But you are going to be moving forward. This is leaving the old behind. This is a card of transformation. And it's right next to that 2 of Swords. So I think that you are going to come out of this blocking mode of not wanting to deal with anybody in your life but you, and you just want to move forward right now. You don't want them because you've had people, because you've been through this healing, that have slowed you down and held you back, and you just don't want that. Well, I think you are going to put your swords down. I have an offer coming in here. You have an offer coming in here. I just see it. This is the Knight of Cups. This is a sincere offer. This could be anything to start a relationship. They're very sincere, like I said. Someone's coming in, they're going to want your phone number, go for a walk, cup of coffee, something to get a relationship started. So, you know, it's next to that Three of Cups, and I'm really thinking, you know, I'm really feeling like this conversation, I can just, like, imagine it happening, and you're like, there's no way, and then, you know, somebody does come in. And they're like, well, you know, never say never. That might be something that comes out of this conversation from your friends or relatives that you're talking to here. They could never say never, you know. Well, here you are. Knight of Cups is heading right towards you, which you are the Justice card. Now, the energy of the Justice card, because this is the card for Libra. They might have Libra in their chart too. But this is self-justice. So they're coming towards you while your sword's up. But your blindfold's off because you become balanced. You've gotten out of this Two of Pentacles energy and you have become balanced after all that healing. So you know what you want. I think you have a good idea of how to obtain what it is that you want. Scales are balanced. Sword is up. This is a card of self-justice. And then here they come. And you know, they come in, and I'm looking around this reading, and so right above that Knight of Cups is that Six of Wands. They are very sincere. They are committable. They are available. There's somebody there. And on the other side, the Justice card is the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is under the Death card. This person is going to even help be transforming your life. You want the transformation. You do want to enter a new life cycle. I think you're doing that on your own by getting yourself completely rebalanced and on guard. And you just can't stop this offer from coming in. It's coming in. And what you don't know is, you know, you've been seeking a grounded, stable, secure relationship. This Knight of Cups has a pentacle. So they're also the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving energy in the tarot deck. So it takes them a long time to really come into your life. But I just want you to know, if this is your reading, that Knight of Cups has a pentacle in their pocket. They are very solid and secure and committable and grounded in the things that you want from someone. And look, it's right under the Death card. And your transformation card from that Two of Swords energy. So under the Knight of Cups, look at this. I mean, they're not only just bringing a pentacle. The two of you are going to end up in a committed relationship. This is the Ten of Pentacles. This is what you're arguing against. It's right next to the Five of Wands. You're like, no, I'm never going to date again. Something like that. And I just feel like your friends or relatives that you're here talking to, they're like, they just laugh it off. They're like, nah, you'll get over it. So here's the Ten of Pentacles. This is union between two people. There's extended family, pets, and there's also a child tucked down in here. And I really think that, and it's under the Knight of Cups, that you're going to end up in a committed, solid, and stable relationship with this person that is going to be coming in to make you a pretty, you know, just an offer to get to know you. Under the Justice card, you're very much on guard. You will not be in a situation where someone can abandon you, ghost you, leave you alone again, whatever the deal is. This Five of Pentacles. So, you know, people have walked on you before. They've treated you poorly, other relationships, and you just won't have that. You're not going to have it. And then on the other side of this Five of Pentacles and under that Knight of Pentacles is an Ace of Cups. This is going to be that Knight of Cups. That cup's going to turn into the Ace of Cups, not only the Ten of Pentacles. There's going to be a lot of love. It's going to happen between the two of you. You're going to be able to hand your cup out, and they'll be able to hand their cup out to you. So as this relationship progresses. So the two extra cards that came out is, or are, sorry, the Sun and the Five of Cups. So here you are looking at spilled cups. Here you are all disappointed in love. But you know, if you turn around, and you will be turning around, you're going to be transforming. You're going to see the two cups of hope and love right here. So at the moment, I think as I read this card, you're like, no way, you know, I don't want my cups of love kicked over again. But it's right next to the Sun card. The Sun card can be the card for Leo. Leo might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. But the Sun, that is my favorite card in the deck. That is all about fresh starts. You're holding that wand. That's what you want. New beginnings with lots of love and lots of joy. That is a very powerful card, being the Sun card. So you are going to turn around and see the hope in love. And it's going to be because of one particular person who comes into your life. Let's take out an angel card for you. Let's see what your guardian angels and spirit guides say about this. Something they want you to know or keep in mind. Get a hold of these cards, they're so fat. And another shuffle. Okay, I'm going to pull you out an angel card. Here we go. For Libras. All right, what do they have to say for you this week? Right there. It's the Six of Thought. Hold that down. The Six of Thought. Now, if I can hang on to it, I will actually read this card to you. Peaceful times are on the horizon. The storms have passed, and now you can see that your destination is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away, allowing for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. You might go on a cruise or whatever. You might be taking some sort of vacation. Maybe that's where these friends are. Maybe there's a group of you going someplace, and that's where this conversation is. But beautiful card, lovely energy, and this was your reading, Libras. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot.